Hey, John. Also, chat, I am not going to lie to you. It does not look good. I live about 20 minutes west of Boston. It's loud out here. We're going to hear some stuff. But that's kind of matching the mood, right? That kind of matches the mood because, man, oh man. Do we have a lot to talk about today, chat? And I feel like, first of all, I need to say hello. What's up, Mike? Hopefully you're in here. Versatility, I know you're at the game, my friends. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, what's a good place to wait out a rain delay at Fenway Park, chat? Like just in the concourse. There's not really like a hangout spot in the concourse all that much. Who's my favorite Red Sox player, all-time Red Sox player? That I've seen play live, probably, it's going to sound really dumb, but it's probably Kevin Youkilis. Corbin, I'm retiring from being a Sox fan. I can't take it anymore. Oh boy, do you know it. Yeah, you know I'm in a bit of a, like, I'm in a bad place when I'm swearing on Twitter, right? That's when you know, I'm in a bad place, but that's exactly how this Red Sox team makes me feel. I mean, genuinely, this Red Sox team right now makes me want to just bash my head against a wall. 2 nights off for the whole team. No, they'll probably make it up tomorrow, so it'll just be off tonight. I mean, it's not raining super hard. I think it's just the lightning. Like, I'm looking outside right now, and it's not bad. It's just sort of raining. It's not like pouring or anything. I have been going nuts with the Twitter rants, yeah. Because I can't just hop on a live stream at 11 o'clock at night and start yelling, right? So I gotta get my anger out somewhere. And it's on my phone's keyboard. It's on my phone's keyboard. Because I don't know where else to put it, right? I'll make a video tomorrow. I think. Oh wait, I guess we'll have to wait for the suit. Did you see that? Did show up. Jump headfirst in a volcano. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. This is no longer fan. I try to keep it PG-13 on the Twitter. That's a little bit more tough because it's knee-jerk reaction. I still try and keep it family friendly on here because it has a lot to do. One, I don't want anyone to feel excluded because their parents don't want them watching swear videos or stuff like that. But two, it also just makes it way easier for YouTube advertisements and stuff like that. So I'll probably still be keeping it PG on here. Although, chat, I was thinking for members only to have like a Fenway dark side seat. Anthony, welcome in, my friend, and thank you for the gifted sub. Jay, tell him thank you. Anthony, can we get some claps in the chat for Anthony? What I was going to say, Devers and Yoshi not in the lineup. Yeah, I saw that. Devers will play Thursday. Yeah. This team makes you want to jump head first into a volcano sometimes. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. It's kind of where I'm at too, right? I don't know. I don't know what to say. Oh, this is interesting. There's a new page, so I don't miss any of you guys' stuff. Anyways, chat. Okay. So we're in a rain delay. If you guys have been listening for a little bit, it is pouring here. Pouring here. Well, it's not rain pouring, but the thunder is terrible. Yes, Mike, we'll do your giveaway this week. I did not forget that. We are doing Mike's giveaway this week, so I forgot to do it last week. It is a Masataka Yoshida rookie card, so we'll be giving that away probably halfway through this stream. What's up, Wolf? How you doing, man? Yeah, Harrison, I know nothing about football. Yeah, so I'm thinking about, a dark side, like a dark side seat for members only, and just like letting it all loose. Thoughts? New Hampshire's bad right now? Yeah, I got word. My family lives in New Hampshire, so I usually get updates from my mom whenever there's bad weather. My brother, I think my brother's at the game tonight. Not sure. So, chat, because they were in a rain delay, what we're going to do today is... Yeah, I know the hill you're dying on, Mike. Is we're just going to let it all loose. This is what we need, chat. We need to let it out. We need to get it all out right here, right now. And you know what? We're just gonna get it out of the way. That's what we're doing. We're just gonna get it out of the way, and then we're gonna move on next week. We're gonna be back to completely positive, I think. Hopefully. Hopefully. So where do you guys want to start? Do we want to start with the offense? Do you want to start with the defense? Do you want to start with management? Where do you guys want to start this therapy session off with? Because Nashville, probably Manchester. No, I lived in Bow, New Hampshire. What they're doing with Casas. Okay, we can start with Casas. Offense. We can start with offense. Everything. There we go. Okay. You hear it, chat? You hear the thunder? The thunder. Let's start with the offense. Let's start with why I'm frustrated with the offense. Now listen, if we had gone the entire year, and the record is what it is right now, right? If we stayed with this record the entire year, okay? And it's the same record right now, but the entire year you were playing mediocre baseball, right? From April 1st, whenever the season started. I think it was April 1st, March 31st, right? Right? To now. If you were playing baseball and you were going, okay, you won a series, you lost a series. You won a series, you lost a series, right? You were just sort of a middle of pack team the entirety of the season. This wouldn't be so frustrating for me. That's why I'm so frustrated with this offense right now. Because at the beginning of the year, you were a top 3 at one point and in general, top 5 offense in all of Major League Baseball. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in, Mr. Black. My dog is annoying me all the time. So here's the problem. It's like, you know what this team looks like when it's firing on all cylinders, right? It's literally a top offense in baseball. That's your name, my guy. Give me a name. Give me a name so I don't call you Mr. Black. So like I'm looking at this offense, right? And it's not the fact that they aren't scoring runs. And you see people saying, oh, the first half was just a mirage. Like, this is just who we are. If that's the case, how were we so good at the beginning of the season? How? Right? If that was the case and this is just who we are, how are we this good at the beginning of the year? No one, like, there clearly something's going on, and it's not just, oh, this team is what it is, right? Because this team on paper is better than last year's team, and in general, I just didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable, James. Sorry. So I just, like, what happened? What's up, Assassin? Duvall at the beginning was one big reason. Yeah, that's true. But even when you lose Adam Duvall through the entire rest of April, and honestly, through most of May, you were still a top offense in baseball, right? You didn't fall off when Adam Duvall went down. You didn't. And it's not just that the Red Sox aren't hitting, because the approach has stayed the same. The approach, they're still getting men on base. Right? They're still getting men on base. You just can't drive them in. But this is what I'm saying, Jay, is like, yeah, you could just say, oh, they're just an average team. They're just average, right? But what happened? How did you go from, okay, this team looks like they're going to be 4, 5, 6 games over 500, which is where most of us had them the entire year, right? Where most of us had it the entire year, and it was all based on the offense. They live or die by their offense. And again, it's not like the approach has changed. They're still getting people on base. They're still putting together productive at-bats. Is it the league caught up and adjusted? I don't know, because it's not like it's not like the Red Sox or every other team is in communication and they're like, hey, the Red Sox, they're bad at this, right? Like last night, right? You are 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. You leave 9 men on base. That's still productive at bats. You just can't drive them in. Casas is not doing bad anymore. You can't blame the offense on Tristan Casas. Casas is not doing bad. In fact, I'm pretty sure he is the second highest OPS in the entire team. Which is not great. That's not true. He does not have the second highest OPS on the team. Let's see how he's doing. Actually, you know what? I'll go into game logs. I'm going to check May and I'm going to check June. And I'm going to see where he's kind of at right now. Right? There's a lot of like, oh, Casas isn't doing well. Casas is a rookie, man. You can't expect him. Plus, he's hitting 246 between May 1st and June 13th with a 772 OPS. That's at the bare minimum. At the bare minimum, that's league average. His BABIP is 307. He's hitting the ball well. Doogie, Devers, Duran dropped. Yeah. But it's the entire team, right? It's everyone but Massa and Justin Turner. I'm worried about McGuire. Offense, yeah, it's just simply they're not clutch right now. You can't get that big hit. I don't know where it is. I don't really care about Costas' WAR this year, to be honest with you. Would you be happier in the AL Central? Yeah, probably. Costas hitting 257 in May with a 787 OPS so far in June. Yeah, so his OPS only dropped 7 points and his average has dropped 30. Like he's still being productive at the plate. If you had to guess, If you had to guess how many games above 500 we would have to be at the deadline for us to be buyers or contenders, a lot. They're gonna have to go on a fat win streak between now and July to even talk about contending. Let me see. You're 5.5 back right now. If you can get to where Toronto is, they're 6 games above 500. And you're or even 5 games. If you can get 5 games above 500 and you're within 2 spots of a wild card spot, and I've talked about this before on live streams too. I think no, they're not going to call Ronaldo Hernandez up. No. I think that where was I? Oh, regarding the trade deadline, even if they are 6.5 games back, 7 games back at the deadline, there's not going to be a huge push for the Red Sox front office to sell. They don't really have a reason to. They don't really have a true reason to sell. Right? They don't. You've got your core coming up. You got Costas at first base. You got Rafael Devers at third base. You got Trevor Story somewhere in the middle infield. You look at our pitching rotation. You got Bayo, Whitlock, and Houck. One of those, Bayo's a lock. Whitlock or Houck, you need to figure out what you have there. You look at the bullpen, right? You got Kenley for a couple more years. You've got Chris Martin for a couple more years. You've got Winkowski. Cutter could probably move back into that bullpen. John Schreiber's coming back into that bullpen. When you're looking at past 2023, because that's what you do if you're sellers at the deadline, you look past 2023, where, right? Where do you add? Currently at Fenway thinking about leaving. Yeah, it's not looking good here. It's cleared up a little bit. I haven't heard a ton of showers, so. When Schreiber back? Probably a while. Trade out a catcher? Don't need a catcher. Simply don't need a catcher. Elon Musk can save this team, right? Listen, I get Costas a rookie and is playing well right now, but it might be worth sending him down for a couple weeks. The kids. Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with sending him down to AAA. One, people keep saying, "Oh, it's going to be a break. It's going to reset his mentality." What you're essentially doing is you're saying, dude, you're not good enough right now, right? You need to go back down. That's not exactly a vote of confidence in a young rookie. One. Two, the only way to legitimately see improvements at a major league level is to improve at the major league level, right? You could do all the work you want in AAA. You could do all the work you want in AAA. But once you get back up to the major leagues, you still got to be able to figure out the major leagues. Yeah, certainly don't need a catcher. Really don't need a shortstop, to be honest with you. What position I used to play? I played third base, first base. I pitched. I don't think they trade Kenley at the deadline. How do you do the starting lineup? Verdugo, Yoshida, Turner, Devers, Duvall. I guess, are you talking full healthy? Because then it would be Verdugo, Yoshida, Turner, Devers, 4, 5 Story, 6 Casas, 7 Duvall, 8 Arroyo, 9 Wong. It's not even an attitude problem. It's not. With league average defense, even a slumping offense, we're going to be at least 4 games above 500. I hope so. Yeah, Kluber, I don't think he's going to make the entire season. That lineup can compete. It can. It certainly can. The problem I have with once we're healthy, we could compete. How far back are you going to be when you finally get healthy? Was that supposed to be a dig? Seth Messersmith? I don't get what you're trying to say. What place are the Red Sox in because the Yankees are better? Okay. When Trevor Story comes back, it can only be DH. What happens to Justin Turner at 38? Can he play the field every day? I don't think so, right? I talked about that today. In my video where I'd be nervous. His bat is too valuable in this lineup for the exponential increase of risk putting him at first base more often. That's my biggest fear. What's your opinion on Yu Chang? I worry about the bat with him. I don't care about his bat. I care about his defense. Sox have met or exceeded expectations for 2023? No. Again, here's the problem I have with that sort of, they've been a 500 team the whole way. But they just simply haven't, right? They really haven't. I just like it's not that this team is a dead average team. It's that this team should be above 500 at the very least, right? 3-4 games. I'm not saying they're a World Series contender or anything, but also when are healthy pieces coming back, they aren't even going to be the same. Aren't they even going to be? I don't really understand what you mean there. Yeah, Seth, I still don't get the burn, man. Red Sox have a -2 run differential, definition of average. I understand that right now they are an dead average team, right? I understand that right now they are a dead average team, but you look at them a month ago, they are not a dead average team. Right? So what happened? Right? I understand the wheels fall off. Oh, this is who they've been the entire time. I get like those arguments to me are kind of a bit of a cop-out because it's not who they've been the entire time. If they were that the entire time, you would have seen loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, right? So that's what frustrates me the most is that they're not. The league, but what do you mean the league caught up to them? Like the entire league figured out how to pitch to the Boston Red Sox? It's not usually how that works, especially with teams like the Colorado Rockies. Videos, etc. Now the Colorado Rockies do not have the same approach to baseball that the Tampa Bay Rays do. It's just not how that works. We were winning series. Yeah, we were winning series consistently. We were coming from behind, right? Which again, if you're going to point to the rest of the league catching up to the Red Sox, it's the Red Sox beating themselves right now between the errors, between the lack of good hits. Think losing Sale once again is the killer, destroy the confidence in the team. Yeah, I mean that it sucks. Think they're just cursed again. I mean there is some. I thought about making a video about are the Red Sox just cursed. We're frozen, yeah. Explain to me what you see in this team thinking they are a winning team. Again, we're not talking how bad's the weather right now. You think there'll be a game? Yeah, I think they'll play a game. Probably around 8:30, be my guess. Explain to me why I think they're a winning team. Well, first, we got, again, you talk about the beginning of the year, right? You had a bullpen that was nails. You had a rotation that was inconsistent. And look at what your offense can do, right? Alex Verdugo is still one of the top. I'm pretty sure he's still one of the top WAR havers. I don't know what else you have to say, what you say about that. Let me see this. WAR position players, yes. No, let me see AL. Pitching leaders, major league fielders. Let's see. Let me see where total WAR. Here we go. Where? How do I split this up? Oh, all leagues. AL. Yeah, Verdugo's still a top 25 player in baseball right now based on his WAR, right? So just to lead off the Boston Red Sox, you got who's top 25 in WAR. Then you go to Masataka Yoshida, who is right now second, if not in some cases first, for Rookie of the Year voting. Then you've got Justin Turner, who's been Mr. Consistent for the Boston Red Sox. Then you got Rafael Devers, who literally was a $300 million player who just simply is not playing to what he should be playing right now. Then you look at the rest of the lineup, right? You got guys like Tristan Casas, Jarren Duran, who are starting to put it together at the major league level. You've got Adam Duvall, who has been playing really well for you before he got injured. Now he's coming back. He's coming down to earth a little bit, but that's still home run potential. You've got Connor Wong, again, home run potential. This offensive potential for this team is a winning team. Then you add in what the bullpen can be when the bullpen's firing on all cylinders, and you've got yourself a lockdown bullpen. The only real legitimate question mark that should have been on this Red Sox team was the pitching, was the starting pitching. Half the night's lineups are unproven major leaguers. Where? Where? Where are the unproven major leaguers? Potential is not a reality, but you asked me how they could be a winning team. I just told you. Yeah, Dave. I mean, he's still being productive. He's just therapy session. By the way, I blame the Yankees. Doesn't matter what. It's their fault. I totally agree, Mr. Mad. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. What's up, Action? Yeah, Yoshida will probably be an all-star. Can we get some claps to the chat for Mr. Mad? There it is. They do have the potential to be a winning team. I just told you what it was. I just told you what the potential was. It's all in this offense. And it's not that the offense has been all over terrible. They're still getting on base. They just don't have that big hit right now. Have I seen Moneyball? Yeah, it's a great baseball movie. Let me take a drink of water. Do you think they should give up on Tristan Casas? Not even close, my friend. Not even close. Simply no. Sorry, Chad. I just hucked down dinner before getting on here, so I'm a little bit thirsty. Right. It's just, yes, Bucky. It's the same approach as April. You're just simply not capitalizing on it. I'm shocked Wander Franco has the second highest WAR in the American League. Do you guys know that? And Kevin Gausman's third? Interesting. Maybe we can't have good pitching and hitting at the same time. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a curse a little bit. And one thing... Casas is still a valuable prospect, 100%. Yeah, Casas will be fine. Yeah, Jay. I'm trying something. I don't know. I don't know if it worked out really well. David Hamilton's not a glue guy, money. You come on. Do you think the outcome will be the same last series against the Yankees next series? I have no idea. I hope so. The inconsistency of this team will still have us winning the recent series against the Yanks, losing against Colorado. I hope so, King. I hope you're right. That's exactly it. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just you can't put it all together right now. There's no way we re-sign Sales. Sales under contract till 2026, I think. He's got an opt-in again. Let me see. Yeah, the A's last night was really cool to see. Chris Sale is a free agent. He's got a club option 2025, so yeah, he'll be a free agent in 2025. I did like the A's reverse boycott, although in my opinion, like, what is that going to do? I get you're showing the world that there are still Ace fans, which is fine, but like, I don't understand. Like, I think it's too little too late, to be honest with you. And I do feel awful for their fans, 100%. Who do I think is going to be the manager in 2024? Alex Cora. This is another thing too, and I'm about to go on a rant here. Prodigy, I'll answer that in a second. I'm about to go on a rant, chat, so buckle in. Do I play my rant music? This is the rant music I found. What do you think? You like it? I'll put it down a little bit. All right, so here is my biggest problem with the whole Alex Cora is done. Alex Cora needs to be fired theory, right? My biggest problem with that is, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do? This is too quiet. Let me bring it up a little bit. What do you want Alex Cora to do, right? And I think a lot of what is going on with Red Sox Nation right now is they want someone to blame, right? We're seeing a lot of, oh, this is what the front office put together. Oh, this is Alex Cora's doing. How about the goddamn players themselves? How about the players themselves? Right? To go from everyone being able to get the big hit. And again, we've talked about it for 34 minutes now that they cannot get the big hit. That's not something Alex Cora can coach. Right? That's not something Alex Cora can go out there and do for them. Right? And yes, Alex Cora's made some blunders this season. Every other manager in baseball has made blunders this season. No manager is a perfect manager. But when you're talking about whose fault this is and why the Boston Red Sox are trailing and just dropping, it's not because Alex Cora is consistently making bad moves, because he's not. If Alex Cora were on any other team and I saw someone last night, and it was like, a lot of people like the goddamn tweet, Joe Madden. You guys want Joe Madden? He couldn't even get a team with Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout to have a winning record, right? He couldn't even figure that out. You want him here on the Red Sox and Alex Cora where? Right? Because the second Alex Cora leaves, guess what? He's going to be given a better roster, a roster with players who are actually competing right now. And guess what? He's going to be one of the winningest managers in baseball, and he'll probably end up in the goddamn World Series, because that's what's going to happen if you let Alex Cora go. Lionel, I'm not blaming you at all. Listen, I'm not directing any of these at any comments, right? I can't hear the music, so headbanging might be a little difficult. What's up, Warrior? I haven't taken a look at him, actually. I'll have to take a look at him. Tito would be a nice reunion, but like, what's Tito gonna do? I mean, his team's 5 games under 500 right now. We could always get Dave Roberts. The problem is, I keep saying 100% agree, Atlas. Yes, Chase. Yes. Right? I just... Roberts would drive Sox fans crazy. But my point was, CW, is you see a lot of these people clamoring for Pedroia to start managing. I saw a lot of people are saying Jason Varitek to start managing. What do you think is going to happen when Jason Varitek doesn't have a winning record? Do you want Alex Cora? When Jason Varitek has the same goddamn record that he has now, you think they're not going to vilify? I don't want Jason Varitek vilified by you guys. Right? Like, I don't want him vilified. Hey, Corbin, I need a question answered. Why the Red Sox sit Devers after a 2-home run game? It was against the lefty. Devers hasn't been doing great lately, aside from that 2-home run game. I think they're just trying to make sure that he's all right fully, you know? Yeah, I agree with you, CW. Like all that's gonna happen if Jason Varitek takes over is people are gonna vilify him. Gary, I've been on Costas, right? Well, I mean, I'll go back to his baseball reference page. We'll talk about this again. Tristan Costas has not been a problem in this Red Sox offense aside from April. Tristan Costas is not the reason we're losing games right now. Because of Tristan Costas' really bad April, his statistics don't look that great. But when you look at his May and June, and June's a really small sample size. He only has 12 games, right? I'll even break it down even further. I'll tell you what his OPS plus has been outside of April because you, and on top of that too, even if he is struggling a bit, okay. So the entire month of May, Tristan Costas had a 110 OPS plus, meaning he was 10% better at the plate production wise than the average hitter in baseball. Average hitter in baseball. Right? 10% better. This month, he's been 117 OPS plus, meaning he has been 17% better than the average player in baseball. If there was a player to blame, who do you blame? I don't blame a singular player because it's not a singular player right now. It's everyone. This team needs to hit much better as a whole. It'd be nice if we had Tim Hires back. And yeah, that's where you could start to look. It's like, okay, Alex Cora can put these guys into the right positions and they're still not succeeding. Maybe it's not Alex Cora. Oh, hold on. We got an update on Adalberto Mondesi. I'm Bloom on Adalberto Mondesi. It's not that he's had a re-injury or anything like that. It's more that we haven't been able to get him past that plateau to where you can regress him into game activity. We've been working hard to get that strength back in that leg. Let me see. He said continued, but I don't have anything continued. Do we start time for today's game? No, nothing. But it looks like these rain showers and thunderstorms are supposed to pass around 8:30. When did Roman Anthony get called up to Greenville? About 2 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago. ACL tears take like 9 to 12 months to rehab. It's best to be patient at this stage. I think it's been a year. The other part of this is with Adalberto Mondesi, but there's been reoccurrent soreness that we haven't really been able to completely knock out. So he's eased off of activity to be able to do that. And hopefully we'll be able to progress it, really just get through that plateau. So what's up, Edgar? Badu for Duran now. The problem here between AC and Bloom is when they... Yes, I agree with that, Lionel. AC wants to compete now. Yep. And Bloom wants in 3-4 years, spend money or wait for prospects. I wouldn't even say, I think he wanted 3 or 4 years when he got here. Then you mess up a couple of times. And now you're about to be on year 4. Next year needs to be the year you compete. Roman Anthony just hit a bomb for Greenville. That's dope. Are they streaming that on Nessun? You got him? Okay. Yeah, so Mike, it's just Edgar. No, they aren't even showing the Woo Sox game. Boo. With the elimination of the shift, second base became an athletic position again this year. The Sox simply... It's second base hasn't been the problem. They never stream AA and single A games. Why is Rafi sitting today? I think it's a combination of everything lately. Yes, he had a good game last night, but he's been struggling in general. Alex Cora alluded to him not being 100% healthy. So, have I ever been to a Woo Sox? Edgar, I got a whole Woo Sox game on my channel, brother. Yes, I love the Woo Sox Stadium. We got a private tour of the Woo Sox Stadium. If you're interested in that, chat, a video is on my channel. Deacon, $4.99. What's up, brother? Huge Sox fan from Seattle. Is there a player you want to trade for or away at the deadline? Love the content, man. Can we get some claps in the chat for Deacon while I answer this question? Prodigy, I know you've been asking this too. Thank you so much. As for shortstop, Prodigy, no, I don't think they get a shortstop. As for who I want to trade for at the deadline, I mean, ideally, right, you'd want to get a good starting pitcher. The problem with the trade deadline this year is that the Red Sox aren't going to go over the luxury tax. So you got about $4 to $5 million in luxury cap spending before you hit that luxury tax, and they're not going to go over it. So it's going to be really hard to get a legitimate, impactful starting pitcher with that salary unless you go for a really young, controllable pitcher like a Tristan McKenzie or a Edward Cabrera, or a why am I blanking on good young pitchers, right? But those are just two examples off the top of my head, and that's going to cost a lot too. And when you're in this sort of mode where you're looking at 24, 25 as being true competitive years, it's tough to give up a core piece of that plan for a guy right now to help you win, right? So ideally, I'd want a starting pitcher. I don't think it's going to happen. I think what's going to happen at the deadline is we're either getting nothing or we're getting really small pieces. In my opinion, I would love to get a reliable left-handed reliever if that was possible. As for trading away at the deadline, I think it just depends on where they're at the middle of July. What is it, August 31st or July 31st for the trade deadline? Either way, depends on where they're at, right? If they're within 4 games of a wild card spot, I don't think we're going to see a huge sell-off. I also don't think we're going to see a lot of people brought in. If they're within 1 games of a wild card spot, then we may see some people brought in. As for trade away, I think when you're looking at guys on this team, realistically, especially if they're 5-6 games under, you probably start looking at the guys on the 1-year deals, right? I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they try and shop Pavetta. Kluber, you try and get something from. I think at that point, if you're still on your team by August, it may be time for a DFA. Paxton's a guy you're probably looking at depending on where you're at. Justin Turner's probably a guy you're looking at depending on where you're at. Adam Duvall, right? There's a lot of options here. But again, thank you for your $5 donation. Shane Bieber, that'd be fantastic. You can't afford him. What about John Means? Is he still injured? I totally agree with you, Ray. When a piece gets added to the lineup for the postseason, it is always a rental like Schwarber, or do they ever extend them for longer? It depends. I mean, it kind of depends, right? I think with Schwarber, the real reason we didn't extend was because JD opted in. If JD hadn't opted in, I think you extend Kyle Schwarber, but you didn't, and you can't play him on the field. Call up Marcelo Meyer? No. It's a good thing you're practicing again, though, QB. Good to hear Nick York is back on track to being the top prospect we know. Same. Deadline's August 1st. Okay, I thought it was the end of July. But yeah. Can they pick up any free agents at the deadline? No. I mean, you could pick up. I think the time to pick up free agents stops at the same time. What's up, Jay? I'm not entirely sure what the rules are on that. I'm good, Dinah. How you doing? George Kirby, Ryan Fitzgerald, Brandon Walters, and Pavetta. If that's possible, I'm in, but I don't think that's possible. That's not going to happen, Mike. Interesting how Sox prospects doesn't like Nick York as a top 100 prospect. That is super interesting. Who are the big free agents after this season? Honestly, the free agent list isn't really that good. A lot of the big names that were supposed to be free agents. Do they have any money for Ohtani? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're under the luxury tax. You do, but whether or not you'll do it. Yeah, it's really not a great free agency, to be honest with you. I mean, Max Scherzer has a player option, but he's opting in, right? And I don't think it'd be smart for the Red Sox to go after Scherzer anyways. Obviously, you got Ohtani, who, yeah, you should be, right? If you are going after anyone, you're going after Ohtani. Yeah, Jose Iglesias not working now. Imagine if we kept the 2018 core. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, outside of those two, right? You've got Martin Perez. Do you reunite with Martin Perez? Probably not. Hyun-Jin Ryu is a free agent, but he's not really anything. Clayton Kershaw, you probably don't want to bring in here. Wainwright's probably retiring. Evan Longoria, no. Josh Bell, probably not. Eduardo Rodriguez has an opt-out. Maybe, you know. Urias is an interesting one. Hader, Will Smith, not the really good catcher. Noah Syndergaard, yeah, I mean, it's really not that great. Chapman's a free agent at the end of this year. Rhys Hoskins is a free agent. Renfroe, Carrasco, Nola, Gallo, Lucas Giolito. Like, there's just... Sonny Gray is interesting. Like, there's just... Sox trade deadline moves, I don't think there are going to be many. It's Ohtani or bust. I think Yamamoto is I'll make a video on him soon. Totally agree, Mo. Any news on the pitch of the Philly swipe from us? I got nothing, Festa. Hey, Corbin. I feel the Red Sox will have to have some serious discussion about Sale this offseason. It's been a very tough stretch since 2019. Yeah, but, I mean, it's not really up to them. They have the contract, and unless you want to eat that contract from to play for someone else, no. That way we could afford someone like Ohtani. Yeah. Yeah, no. Sale isn't tradable right now unless you eat the contract. And if you're going to eat the contract, you might as well keep him. Right? You might as well keep Chris Sale if you're just going to eat the contract anyways. God, no. We are not bringing back Michael Chavis. Yeah, CW. It's not that the Red Sox haven't spent money. They're still spending money. Chavis retired. Michael Chavis did not retire, did he? No. No, Mookie was never a leader. Everyone was pretty open about Mookie not being a leader. Sign Matt Chapman, that'd be interesting. But where do you put Devers? Where do you put Casas? Bring back Ortiz. Yeah, Chavis is playing for the Nationals. Kluber, Sale, Paxton is a reason for dysfunction. No. Yeah, Sonny Gray's an interesting choice. Paxton's an unrestricted free agent. Do you talk to him about possibly re-upping? We made a video on that. We could reunite with Drew Pomeranz. Hey, Rich Hill's a free agent. Matt Moore would be a guy I'd love to get from the Angels. I think Devers would mash at full-time DH. Maybe. He gets in his head a lot. I don't know. Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly could be interesting. Is Pablo... No, Pablo Sandoval's not there. Sounds like a dream. That would be fantastic. Yeah, Chavis was a first round pick. Yeah, Ruiz and put him in center field. No. Extend Turner. We got a player option on Turner next year, which he'll probably opt into. He's no reason not to unless he gets traded. Unless we trade Justin Turner, there's no reason for him not to opt in. Benintendi's a free agent. I think I'm good. No, he's not. I think I'm good with Benintendi either way, but he's not a free agent. You miss Xander? Yeah, so do I. Yeah, Matt Moore would be... I think I was begging for the Red Sox to sign Matt Moore beforehand. Yeah, Neil, way too early. Is Pablo Sandoval the worst Red Sox free agent signing? He's definitely up there. Could we get JD again? Rich Hill probably would be more productive than Corey Kluber. My fault looking the wrong ear. You're good, Prodigy. Kike misses Xander too. Yeah. What about Lucas Giolito? Yeah, that'd be an interesting one. That'd be an interesting one. I mean, why not, right? How is he? He's doing well this season, right? He's having a real good bounce back year. Yeah, I mean, he's been decent. He's probably, I mean, he's league average. Although he has a 3.54 ERA. What's his FIP sitting at? Expected ERA. Where are you? Oh, there it is. He's a 4.11 expected, 3.54 actual. Striking out a pretty decent amount, not walking a lot of guys. Expected batting average is not great. Not bad either. Expected slugging is pretty rough, though. We need Tim Anderson. We won't. I mean, this year we wouldn't need Tim Anderson, but it's too late now, right? We don't need him now. Dude, where are you getting these names, Mike? Ramon Laureano. I think he's having a rough season, Ramon Laureano. And we don't need any more outfielders. We certainly... I think we're at our capacity. I mean, he's decent. He's decent defensively, but he's a 222 average with a 283 on base percentage, a 664 slug. Yikes. Expected batting average, 19%. He's striking out a ton. He's not walking a lot. He's chasing a pretty decent amount of pitches. And swinging and missing a lot. Yeah, I'm good on Ramon Laureano. Jock Peterson and Michael Conforto. We don't need another left-handed outfielder, though. Let's get another wonder hitter from Japan. Gonna be a little bit on that. There is a wonder pitcher, though, coming up that I would be interested in. I'm making a video this weekend. Now, Wong has not been so-so. Brian Mott out for the year. He should start throwing soon. I don't know when he'll be back, though. What we need is Doogie, Devers, Duran, Duvall to join Yoshi and Turner. Yeah, I agree, Nate. Let's sign Brock Holt. We get Chris Bryant. We have no place to put Chris Bryant. I'm good. Plus, he's been injured almost the entire year. He's been injured almost his entire contract so far. What do you think about getting another catcher that's better than Reese? I swear we only see Wong in the 7th or the 8th. No, Wong's been good this year. I have no problems. Wong is a starting catcher. Where are you getting these names, Mike? Probably Queen. Stay the course is a rebuild year all along. Yeah. What do I think about the Oakland A's protest? I liked it a lot. I think it's a really cool, and imagine if the Red Sox were leaving, it would be terrible. We could get Ohtani, Trout, J-Rod, and Corbin to play for the Red Sox. Talking about me? I'm in. Gene Segura has been terrible. Terrible. He's been one of the worst hitters in Major League Baseball. He's a 188 average over 200 plate appearances. I mean, everything on here, aside from the fact that he doesn't strike out, is rough. He's also been really bad defensively. The Indie Leagues? Okay. Severino's been having a rough year. Do I play fantasy? I tried to play fantasy this year. I just got so wrapped up in actually working. No, that sounds bad. I got wrapped up in doing YouTube stuff. That's kind of what I meant. So I haven't checked on it in a while. I have no idea. Let me see how I'm doing. In one league, I am 4-6, and in the other league, I am 4-6. Have you watched Ellie De La Cruz at all? He's been insane. Yeah, Ellie De La Cruz is going to be nuts. What about Dylan Carlson on the Cardinals? I mean, where are you going to put him? We don't really need a center fielder. Sign back Craig Kimbrell. We got Kenley for the next 3 years. I think we're all right. Wish we kept Evaldi. Yeah, hindsight 2020 on that. We should see if Barry Bonds can still play. Imagine that redemption story. I bet he still could, to be honest with you. Oh, chat, we got an answer. I think Cora's kind of hinting at Devers being Waka is a mutual option, and the way he's pitching right now, I don't think he'll be a free agent. It was a scheduled off day for Devers. Yeah, it's a scheduled off day. 94-year-old Willie Mays. Yeah, King. We probably would. What about Stroman? It would be a frustrating team to watch, King, but they would win. Look at all these people following me on Twitter, chat. If you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Let's see where we're at. Oh, we're 29 followers away. I wouldn't be shocked, Ricky. What if I don't follow you? Then you can't subscribe to the channel. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. What do I think about Jordan Montgomery? Maybe. Blaze a year. Jerkson Profar? No, I'm good with Jerkson Profar. Yeah, Kimbrel we don't need. It was a bad joke. Don't hurt me. You're fired. Someone ban him. True. That's all they need. You're right. A motivational speech from Tom Werner. That's it. Jackie Bradley's available again. Yeah. Let's do that. What's your take on Bayo and Crawford? I love Bayo. I think he is cementing himself as a true ace. Not ace, but top line starter on this rotation. Whoa, it is still thundering there at 10 minutes ago. Crawford's a little bit more interesting. I honestly like him out of the bullpen more, but if you're going to give anyone the chance, to start, it should be Crawford at this point. I just don't know how he's going to be long term. I like his ceilings. I think his ceiling is going to be kind of back end rotational piece. Third time's a charm. Wong is above average. Wong's good, man. I'm taking Wong all day. Who's pitching today? Garrett Whitlock is supposed to pitch today. I don't know if he's going to. I haven't gotten any updates on a rain delay. Alex Cobb could be interesting, I guess. That would suck, huh, chat? In the middle of our therapy session. Corbin, listen to me. The Sox are going to get hot very soon. I see a 9-2 run starting. Ooh. 28 followers away. I see you, Felipe. Nomadic life. I'm really interested in what that means. Like, do you just... you should do a video on Shane Rohan. Oh, he's on the list. Don't worry. Here's my list of prospects to talk about. I didn't write it down. Crap. Chat, here's a little preview of what I'm thinking for the next couple of videos. I want to talk about left-handed options in the Red Sox bullpen, who the Red Sox All-Stars should be, Masataka Yoshida's legitimate chance at winning the Rookie of the Year, $5 from Ray W. No message attached, just this really cute sticker of a couple of hippos. Thank you so much, Ray. Can we get some claps in the chat for Ray? I'll go beat up the rain so that this game can happen. I'm in. Where's Edinson Paulino? Pay my bills. Thank you so much, Ray. Hey, Corbin. Someone should make a movie called Miracle on Jersey Street. That would be a cool movie. Did I like Shane Victorino? Yeah, I like Shane Victorino on the team. My other sort of ideas here, chat, for videos are I want to keep doing the series on underrated prospects. We talked about Blaze. We talked about Nick. Obviously, Marcel's not an underrated prospect. We talked about them. I want to talk about Shane Drohan. I want to talk about what Ceddanne Rafael has done this year. I want to do a video on, there's another pitcher who just came up, Rio Gomez, because I think one of the cool things about the Red Sox minor league right now is that they've got some good pitching prospects. They do. They have some decent pitching prospects. We just don't hear about them. Interview Bob Ryan. I don't even know who Bob Ryan is. Does that make me super young? Are people going to laugh at me for not knowing Bob Ryan? What do you think about the A's win streak? It's cool. I think it came at the perfect time with everything going on, but Patrick Corbin, I'm in. All right, chat. Oh, chat, clear skies. I repeat, clear skies. This game's getting going. I'm about 20 minutes outside of Boston, so. Yes, that's another guy on my list, Luis Perales. No, that's not true. Is the storm coming from the north or the south? It looks like it's moving. It's coming from like south. I'm here. Boston's here. It looks like it's coming from up this way, so I would say southeast it's coming. No, Caleb Ward's not coming up anytime. Let me see what the top Red Sox prospects are and Sox prospects, because we do have some good ones. They're not really close. The highest one we have is Shane Drohan at 5. Wow, Shane Drohan moved all the way up to 5. That's pretty impressive. Luis Perales, yep. Wilkeman got well this year. Luis Guerrero is another guy to keep your eye on. He's a 1.05 ERA right now. Ryan Fernandez for the Portland Sea Ice, a 1.86 ERA right now. What's up, JM? They ain't AAA? Yeah, I don't know why that matters. Who's my favorite Red Sox player right now? I love Justin Turner, man. Have I ever had the chance to go watch a Cape Cod League game? I have not yet. I would love to get one. Guerrero, Fernandez, and Troy. I mean, who told you that? Like, oops, wrong player. Has he started a lot of games this year? Ew. Who else did you say was a Fernandez? Ryan Fernandez. Let me see here. Ceiling of a middle reliever. Sometimes these guys are really harsh on prospects. They are relievers. You are right, bye. Yeah, I need to like get more in tune with who the like pitchers are in our system in terms of starters. Because I keep seeing stuff on guys and I'm like, oh, this guy looks super interesting. Story isn't a good shortstop. That is just simply not true. That is just simply not true, JN. Could you see us getting a Munetaka Murakami? Probably not. How long do we just stay on the luxury tax for? Just 1 year. Nathan Hickey's a really interesting prospect. He's a catcher, rake in Portland. Yeah. Isaiah Kofi. Let's take a look at him. Isaiah Kofi. No, that's Cutter. Are you talking about Cutter? Oh, there he is. Throws strikes with a 3-pitch mix and comes in deceptive arm slot. The type of pitcher who may have success in the minors due to a combination of pitch mix, command, and control profile. But he'll face much tougher tests in the high minors against more mature hitters. So far, he's played 2 games. He has a 10.8 walks per 9 and a 10.8 ERA. Could be a guy to keep an eye on. The only good thing the Red Sox has is a very good left fielder. No. Do I see an early return for Story to be a DH? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. I just don't know. I don't know where you like how you build a lineup around Trevor Story being a DH. Does Yoshida have a good arm? No. I mean, it's fine, right? It's not bad. Yoshida does hit well, yes, but the fact that you say we only have a very good left fielder is just not true. I'm trying to get his legitimate stats. Let me see. Because, yeah, that was last year, I think. This year, he's a 2.63 ERA in 10 games. Gets a lot of more fly balls than ground balls, which is interesting. Expected ERA is at 3.09, so yeah. It is interesting. Excuse me. Mike Romero is injured. His strikeout numbers stand out. His K per 9 is a 12.35 and his walk per 9 is a 1.65. That is super interesting. 75 strikeouts in 54 and 2/3 innings. Opponent batting average is 206. Opponent OPS 639. His strikeout to walk ratio is 7.5. Yeah, this is a really interesting guy. Look up Marcel Meyer's stat and how good his glove is. Yeah, I mean, Marcel's insane. He's not major league ready. No. I wonder how he picked himself up a little bit. He struggled a little bit at the beginning of Double-A. Still only hitting 163 in Double-A. Yeah, he's not ready yet. Definitely not even close, actually. Let me see what he's doing fielding-wise. Fielding. Double-A. Innings. 97 innings, 2 errors, 9 double plays turned, 28 assists, 16 putouts. So, not terrible. What's up, Bri? If Mondesi come back, does that mean Trevor Story moves to second? No, probably not. That is terrible, Boston. That is terrible. So for as much as we get mad about the current situation, with the Red Sox, the future is pretty bright. Mondesi probably a backup utility guy. I don't know. I don't even know when he's going to be healthy, to be honest with you. Will we see Mondesi at some point this year? I don't know. I don't know. There was another quote here that I missed about does Heim think that Mondesi will play in 2023? Yeah, I hope so. We have to see how this goes. When we have something, when we're ready to have some game progression, we'll update everybody. We aren't there yet. I don't know a timetable. See you later, Boston. So, what about Story? Story, DH in July, back on the field in August. How many ex-Red Sox players and coaches are managers in the MLB? 2 on the Chicago White Sox or Chicago Cubs. Tito, Cora, Veritex, 5. Who am I missing? Mondesi's under arbitration, so he's kind of with the team for as long as they want him to. Kevin Cash. Was Rocco Baldelli ever on the Red Sox? I think he was, right? Yeah. He was with us in 2009. No, I don't think there's any reason to move Ref Snyder to second base. What are your thoughts on Valdez as an everyday starter? Emmanuel Valdez? I don't know. I think we're going to need a lot more time. I don't think he's fully major league ready yet. Yes, from Rhode Island. Yeah. I knew Rocco Baldelli was from Rhode Island. I don't know if he ever played for the Red Sox. I thought he did. I thought I remembered that. If the Red Sox keep playing the way they are, how short of a leash do you think Bloom is on? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know, right? I don't know if there's any reason for ownership to get rid of him. And the reason I say that, and let me take a sip of water, and then I will tell you why. Yeah, Mondesi was really good before all the injuries. As for whether or not Heim Bloom's on a short leash, I think we kind of talked about this a little bit. I mean, he's kind of doing exactly what everyone wants, or not everyone, right? Obviously, fans don't want him to do it, but exactly what ownership wants him to do, and that's keep costs down, build up the farm so that they can develop into a team that uses their core as a as sort of players that are homegrown, right? And to be honest with you, take a look at the last 4 or 5 World Series champions. take a look at the last 4 or 5 World Series champions. Let's go through it together. Because this to me is really interesting. We're talking about whether or not Chaim Bloom is on a short leash. Right, let's take a look at the last couple. So the Houston Astros, right, beat the Phillies in this last World Series. Now the Phillies sort of bought themselves into a World Series, but the winner was the Astros. And the Astros, their entire pieces are all core, right? They're core homegrown guys. Kyle Tucker, Yordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, Jeremy Pena, right? That's Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves won almost strictly on homegrown talent, right? You bring in Duvall, you bring in Eddie Rosario, you bring in Jock Peterson, but outside of that, your key pieces are Ronald Acuna Jr., who was hurt at the time, fine. Freddie Freeman, homegrown. I'm blanking on third baseman. Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies, Dansby Swanson, homegrown, okay? Dodgers in 2020. Cody Bellinger, homegrown. Yes, you had Mookie Betts, fine. Max Muncy, homegrown. Was Gavin Lux playing at that time? I don't remember. I really didn't watch much of the 2020 season, to be honest with you. Either way, right? There were a bunch of really homegrown talented players on the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Nationals, right? Your homegrown core was Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Juan Soto, and then pitching wise, you had Strasburg too. Max Muncy was not homegrown; he was signed. Okay, maybe he was traded for while he was a prospect, but Max Muncy was not a big name free agent signing. Drafted by the Oakland Athletics. Who is he traded for? It's not going to tell me. When was he traded? That's a better question. 2018 he was traded. After 2 years. Okay. I mean, come on. You want to give it away right now, Mike? Hey, you guys want to do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway. We are giving away, Mike is giving away a Masataka Yoshida Topps 2023 rookie card. He's giving away this bad boy right here, completely free to enter. Completely free to enter. Let me just set it up so you guys can see it. Why is there not just a picture? There we go. This is not the exact card. But this is the card we are giving that Mike is giving away to you guys. So everyone say thank you to Mike. Let's get this giveaway popping. Let me go in here. When is Trevor Story expected to return? Expected return July as the DH and on field on August. Looks like a game might happen. Yeah, I'm looking outside right now. Versatility, it should be fine. And even the 2018 Red Sox, when you look at what they did, they had Mookie Betts, you had Xander Bogaerts, you had Brock Holt, you had Jackie Bradley Jr. Obviously, Brock Holt wasn't exactly homegrown, but he wasn't a huge name. You had Jackie Bradley, you had Benintendi, you had Devers, right? Who were all key pieces. You're at the game? Yeah, I'm about 25, 30 minutes outside the city, and it is clear skies here. So, all right, this is the card that we are giving away, chat. Where is it? Why is it not letting me? Hold on, we're getting there. It's not letting me pull up the page. There we go. This is the card we are giving away. It's not the exact one, obviously, but giving away this Masataka Yoshida rookie card. All thanks to Mike. All you have to do to win this giveaway is keyword. You're going to type in M-A-S-A. Masa. M-A-S-A. That's all you got to do is type it in. M-A-S-A. Masa. What do you think about Fenway Savings Group paying them? I don't understand what you mean there. I was really hoping there wouldn't be a rain out since we came from Idaho to see them play. I think you'll be all right. The problem with everyone saying you can't take shortstop is that shortstop's the most athletic people in the draft, right? Not every, I mean, I would say a very, very small amount of actual shortstops stay as shortstops unless you're drafted really high. A lot of them move off of the shortstop position. Think about when you were in high school, right? Because a lot of these guys are getting drafted out of high school. Where'd the best player play? He was a shortstop. Again, enter M-A-S-A Masa in the chat. What do you think about Fenway Sports Group paying the Pittsburgh Penguins salary when we could be paying Bogarts? I don't really think those two things are connected. M-A-S-A for your chance to win this rookie card featured on screen. Give you guys a couple more minutes. 20 eligible users. I know there's a lot of you guys in here right now. If you guys want a completely free... yeah, right now it's looking like... I understand the connection, Warrior. I get it, but they don't really connect. Yeah, it's looking like right now the catcher is the top of the list for Red Sox. How are you tonight, Corbin? I'm all right, Robbie. How you doing? We're having a little therapy session here, so we're getting it all out, you know. Wong is a good catcher. Totally agree. But you need to keep having catchers. I mean, catcher is such an important position. We just don't have any depth. I'm in if it's a Hawaiian shirt. Coming soon. Coming soon, Rolling Stone. Louisiana fishing. That is dope. I'm hoping you're having fun. Haven't watched the Sox this week? You haven't missed much. Yeah, we'll be doing another Nah, Hickey just got moved to Double-A. You still got some time. Again, last chance here if you want to enter the giveaway. Enjoy the prospects video I put up. Thank you so much. We'll be getting some more. I'm probably going to try and do one at least once a week, Alex. I may do once every other week too. But I'm going to try and get them up. Anyone else? Last chance, MASA in the chat to win this card on screen. No, I think he got bumped up recently, Robbie. I'll have to look into it. All right, here we go. We're rolling. 3, 2, 1. JN, congratulations. I need to see if you're here. Type anything in the chat. You have won. Mike is giving away this. And you are the winner. You're here. All right, Jay. JN, what I need you to do is I'm going to need you to email. Let me put that in here. Scorebug. I'm going to need you to email this right here. Email me your address and I can get it to Mike. And we will get you your Masataka Yoshida card. Yeah, it is kind of fitting, CW. So everyone, thanks again to Mike for being so generous and giving us another giveaway opportunity. We're going to be having a big one here soon. I think by the end of the month, we're going to be doing another FOCO giveaway. If you don't know, this channel is sponsored by FOCO or partnered with FOCO to bring you guys a ton of really awesome stuff. And I think we're going to be getting some summer giveaway stuff. I'll give you a hint right now. You guys want to see it real quick? one of the items that we will be giving away at some point. I just need to get approval, and I need to get all the links and stuff. Check this bad boy out. This thing is sweet. This is the coolest Hawaiian shirt in my opinion. It's got Boston Red Sox written throughout. Boston Red Sox logos hidden throughout. This thing is awesome. We're giving away one of those at some point. Corby flexing the hair. Sorry if you don't have hair. Tarp coming off the field. Looks like we're playing ball, ladies and gentlemen. Love it. Yeah, so we'll give one of those away. If you guys want to get one of your own, if you click the link in the description of this video and use code RedSeatRadio at checkout, you get 15% off your order. 15% off. So ugly, it's beautiful. It's the best part. I got it, I got it, JN. I'll send it over to Mike. Vote Massa. Yes, Massa to the All-Star game. If you guys haven't done that yet, vote. Every single day, vote. That'll go well with my hat. Yeah, that is perfect for this hat. I kind of want to, I'm going to model it a little bit for you guys. 9-10 is first pitch. Oh. Am I watching the College World Series this weekend? I might tune into a little bit of it. Chat, we're just a heads up. We're probably not going to stay live for the entire game. We'll probably stay live until 10. Probably stay live until 10. Because, yeah. Man, chat, my hair, it's hot in here. It's hot and it's rainy. All right, chat. What have we not gone over here in our therapy session? What do we need to go over? What are we missing? Why the Red Sox have not won every game so far, it's not fair. Recap for people who came late. Basic recap. So far, we've talked about what Chaim Bloom's sort of security looks like. We've talked about why the Red Sox have been struggling offensively. You should look at all the stats for our top 30 prospects. Oof. Man, that's going to be a long stream. I mean, we could, if you guys want to start talking more prospects, we could keep going. Mayer's currently hitting, Meyer, sorry, is currently hitting 163. I don't know. I never say Mayer. I don't know why I said it. Hey, new to the channel, big fan. 3 keys for a win against Colorado. First of all, Louis, thank you so much for stopping by. 3 keys for a win against Colorado. It should be pretty easy. I think the first key is offense, right? Big hits, timely hits. The second key is just simply Garrett Whitlock being decent. And then I think the third one is the bullpen, right? I mean, it's a 3 keys to every game, but especially with this game against the Rockies, I think really the biggest key here would just be get on Austin Gomber, who's one of literally the worst pitchers in Major League Baseball. If you can't hit him, we're in a big problem. A lot of Dahlbeck questions. Yeah, I think Dahlbeck gets traded at some point this year. And I'm surprised, honestly, he hasn't already. That is awesome, Logan. What's your favorite prospect besides Meyer to be great? I really, really like Roman Anthony, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, everyone's talking about Roman Anthony. I've loved Roman Anthony for a while. It's unfortunately legal here too, Mike. Best current Red Sox uniform? I really like the red uniforms. I'm a big fan of their City Connects too. It's either their red City Connects or home whites. Yeah, that is big versatility. Red uniform's awesome. Fitzy coming up sometime this year. No. Is Fitzy coming up? The problem is you don't need another left-handed hitter. I think the only way Fitzy comes up is if we get and Kike all get injured within the next week. Maybe outside of that, probably not. My brother just got free box tickets. He was at the game. The guy didn't want to go. He just gave him the tickets. David Hamilton's not coming in September now. A black and red uniform would be really cool. When you stop getting injury-prone players, it's really hard to just say that, right? Because you're taking on a risk with a lot of these guys. I know. I can't believe my brother got that. But the pipeline says yes. Yeah, what do you want me to do with the pipeline? Miguel Blaze, him being out for a while sucks. Other than that, our pipeline's looking pretty good, Chad. I mean, if you think about sort of what 2024 could look like in 2025, 2024, you could possibly see Marcelo Meyer towards the later half. You could see Nick York, honestly, towards the beginning, depending on when he gets called up. Probably towards the end of June. Yeah. Emmanuel Valdez, you got as an option for sort of depth piece. Wilyer Abreu has been really, really well. Felix Bautista. Why did he get promoted to Double A so soon? Because of what they see in him. A lot of people who've been watching him every day are saying that he is and could be a really, really talented player. I don't know why they haven't called up Blaze Jordan, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I would have at this point. I wish our City Connects have looked like. Nah, I like the way the City Connects look. I don't think I would have changed the City Connects, but they should bring in a black and red jersey. What's his name? Roman Anthony? Interesting. Chris Murphy is working in the bullpen. Yankees this weekend. And then we get Colorado, Yankees. We don't get Tampa again. Let me look. We get Colorado, finish up this, then to New York, then Minnesota, then White Sox, Miami, Toronto. So far, you're what? 1, 2. You're 2-4 here. I'm sorry, 2-2 here, and then you're 3-5 here, 3-4 here, and then am I doing that right? 1-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5. I'm losing myself. Chat, I'm trying to figure out our current record in the month of May. Or month of June. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, so you're 1-1. You're 2-2. Then you're 2-3. 2-4. 2-5. 3-6. I'm trying to do wins and losses. Okay. 1-0. 2-0. Because you win one game. Yes, you're 2-3 after Tampa Bay. with the last game against Cincinnati starting in June. So you're 2-3 there. Then you're 3-5 against Cleveland. And then you go up to 5-6 against New York. So you're 5-8 right now. Five and 8 right now. Am I going to be watching the whole game? Probably not live on stream, but yeah, I am going to watch the whole game because we got to do a recap tomorrow. If they lose tonight, the title, I'll tell you right now, the title of tomorrow's video is going to be Red Sox in Rock Bottom. That's what it's going to be. Cole throwing tonight. Hate Devers won't see him this weekend. It's so funny that Cole is such like a... Against everyone else, he's such an ace, but when he's playing the Red Sox, everyone's just hyped. Cole got fat. I think at deadline we didn't full on sell more like a retool as in trade guys with 1 year deals like Duvall Paxton. Is Martin on a 1 year deal? I thought Martin was on a couple year deal. Let me see. Yeah, we just went over the pitching process. It could be a good prodigy. What was I looking up? Oh, Chris Martin contract. Yeah, he's on a 2 year deal. What's up, Dinah? Yeah, he's on a 2 year deal. I think you keep Chris. There's no reason not to. Yeah, Luis Paredes is kind of the big one right now. If the Red Sox take a wild card, who do they face? I believe they would face... How did it work last year? We would face the lowest division winner, which would be... Right? We would face Minnesota. Yeah, we'd face the Twins right now if we made a wild card spot. Yep. Oh, that's right. I put on normal latency because we're not winning. Or because we're not playing a game, so I'm delayed for you guys. This team is the most confusing I've seen in a long time. They win against teams that shouldn't beat, and they lose in horrendous fashion against teams they should easily beat. Yep. Guess the movie, win a prize. All right, Mike, hit me. Yeah, Mario, it is wildly frustrating, the fact that, I mean, when you're talking about the teams that have swept you so far this year, Tampa, best team in baseball. Pittsburgh, they're good. Are they back in first place? They're back in first place, but I mean, they're 3 games above 500. You get swept by St. Louis. They're terrible. Like, really bad. Jesus, why are they so bad? You got swept by the Angels, who are pretty decent. Oh, wow. Losing is a disease. It's as contagious as the bubonic plague. What movie is that from? Can you give me a hint of the category? Red Sox underrated? I hope so. Why is Devers not in the lineup, bro? He hit 2 home runs, only production. I think Devers is dealing with something, low-key. Plus, it's a scheduled off day, and you know Cora is. Which I kind of like. Right? I mean, Cora, what Cora said makes a ton of sense. Win. As must-win games, he sees these as a 1 game out of 162. Unless it's like dire need, he's going to stick to his days off plan. It's a sports movie? Okay. It's a baseball movie? Okay. People are saying Moneyball. Wake up. Your wife is going to subscribe to the channel? I'll tell your wife I said thank you. Easy game is a chess game. Each game is a chess game? Yeah, exactly. Baseball movie. Baseball movie that says that. It's not Moneyball. Okay. Losing is a disease as contagious as the bubonic plague. It's probably not. I was gonna get. It's not. Is it one of the major leagues? Have we only swept one team all year so far? Did you sweep the Brewers? No, I don't think so. Is it one of the major leagues? No. Is it the Natural? Is it Bull Durham? It's not Bull Durham or the Natural? It's Bull Durham? Boom. What's my prize? Man, look at what my brother got. The guy in front of him. Look at the seats my brother got for free because some guy got kicked out and gave him his tickets. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My brother's got some of the best luck. It's crazy. Also, Oakland has a negative 192 run differential. They're 9-24 at home and 10-26 away. The entirety of the Central Division in both leagues only has one singular team with a positive run differential. Do I live near Fenway? I live about to Fenway about 25 minutes. That is so dumb, Prodigy. You can't even pitch in the Japanese league. You can't even pitch in the Japanese minor league. What are you talking about? Why is Aaron Hicks? What are the Yankees doing? I don't know. 25 minutes kind of fire. Yeah, it's nice. I win a Masataka Yoshida big league card. Whoa. Did I show you guys my Masataka Yoshida card? Yeah, I was 100% right this offseason. I know. No, you guys haven't seen my look at that. Okay, this is the best luck I've ever gotten with baseball cards. When's the next game I'm going to? I want to try and get. The problem is I'm moving in a couple of weeks, so we have so much stuff to do. It might be hard for me to get to Fenway. You should get there, Mario. It's an experience. So I got his opening day Topps Now card for 2023, and you order it. One of my friends is subscribed to this channel, and he's always in my live streams and just refuses to reveal himself. So I have no idea who he is. And it is the most frustrating thing. Could be any one of you. So anyways, I ordered the Masataka Yoshida's sort of debut card, his 2023 opening day card, and they only send out parallels to just randomly to lucky people. I got one that's only 25 were made. This card right now, I was looking it up. This card right now, it's a purple parallel. Purple parallel, only 25 made, $500 right now. Crazy. All because I bought the $10 just base card. It just luck of the draw. Crazy. I'm staying in Massachusetts. He just texted me. He can hear me. Staying in Massachusetts. Actually getting closer to Boston. You have an autographed Marcelo Maya card? Yeah, I have one too. I bought it on New Year's. Which town am I in? I'm not going to say that. What's up, Iber? Got it on an autograph box? That's awesome. You didn't have to actually get me anything, Mike. Thank you, though. What year did Boston have the best rotation? Um, 2004 had a really good rotation. Oh yeah, 07's rotation was nasty. Let me see. I think it's one of the two. Let me look. It wasn't 13. 18's was nah. 2004 rotation, team pitching. Kurt Schilling, Pedro Martinez, Tim Wakefield, Derek Lowe, Bronson Arroyo. Only Derek Lowe wasn't great during the year, but I mean Kurt Schilling and Pedro Martinez. And then you had I think 07 might be better if I'm being totally honest with you. 07. I hate how Baseball Reference sets up this stuff sometimes. Daisuke, Josh Beckett, Tim Wakefield, Kurt Schilling, Julian Tavares, and John Lester. That's a rotation. A rookie Bonds, I'm good. Biggest problem with Red Sox is the ownership. Honestly, I don't know what the problem is, Eric. I really don't. Josh Beck in the playoffs was disgusting, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Daisuke had a little bit above average ERA plus. Kurt Schilling and Josh Beckett were insane. John Lester had an above average ERA plus with a 4.57 ERA. Yeah, I forgot we swept the Tigers, yeah. Best Red Sox team in history? It was probably 2018. Mike, please don't. Yeah, I think 2018 was best overall. Yeah, 2018 was the best in franchise, wasn't it? Yeah, 2019-12, but they didn't have cars back then. I'm not going to count that as one of the best Red Sox teams, 2018, they won 108 games. And they also dominated the postseason. They only lost 3 games total in the postseason. Appreciate it, Mike. It's weird looking at when you look at the 2018 team, look at how many people they put in Red Sox uniforms. Oops. Of course I accidentally clicked Ryan Brazier. Look at this. Not a single one of them. Isn't that weird? Mookie, I don't know why they still have Mookie in there. But look at Brazier's in a Red Sox uniform. Outside of that, JD, Dodgers. Chris Sale for the White Sox for some reason. Xander, Padres. Benintendi, White Sox. Price, Tampa Bay. Is that Porcello on the Mets? Jack Bradley Jr., Kansas City. Eduardo Rodriguez, Detroit. Kimbrel, Philadelphia. Moreland, the A's. Weird. Just weird seeing that. That is true. That is Cy Young winning Rick Porcello to you, sir. Ricky Porcello. He only played 3 games. Oh, as a hitter. I was like, what the heck? Chris Sale was so good for the Red Sox that year. Honestly, their pitching staff may have been the best overall pitching staff in terms of like outlying numbers. Chris Sale had a 1.98 FIP that year. A 1.98 FIP. That is disgusting. Over 27 starts. He had a 211 regular ERA, but a 1.98 FIP. Oh my God. Who was the last Red Sox pitcher to hit a home run? God, that's a great question. I have no idea. Was it Porcello? Yeah, Uke charged a lot. Uke charged a lot of people. Did anyone hit a home run for as a pitcher? Let me see. No one hit a pitcher home run in 2018. Was it Porcello? Beckett? There's no way Beckett was the last one. Yeah. Wow. Who was the last major league pitcher? Logan Webb? Yeah, Rick Porcello hit a home run against Max Scherzer, I thought. What is Josh Beckett doing now? Where does Josh Beckett live? Where does Josh Beckett live? He lives in San Antonio, Texas. That makes a ton of sense. What is Josh Beckett doing now? He's an avid deer hunter. He's a professional deer hunter. Huh. Oh, yeah, you're right. Porcello's hit was a double. I could have sworn that was a home run. Chicken and beer Beckett, yep. Still kind of wish they didn't get rid of him. Mike Lowell's another guy they're saying get rid of. Did Josh Beckett ever make it on the Hall of Fame ballot? Oh, yeah, he did. He fell off the ballot in 2020. Interesting. A lot of guys fell off the ballot. Wow. Eric Chavez, Jason Giambi, Paul Konerko. Cliff Lee fell off pretty quickly. That's interesting. Sorry, chat. I'm getting way off topic here, but we have been live for 2 hours with no baseball, right? We've been grinding, chat. Damn, sorry, Boston. What do you want me to do? Is Papelbon still on the ballot? I don't think so. I do not believe Papelbon is still on the ballot. Why is this one tuft of hair doing that? I like the late games. Yeah, we probably won't watch the full game together, chat. We'll probably watch till 10. That's pretty impressive. Good for Jim Tobin. Good for Jim Tobin. Nah, I don't think. I mean, I think it's just the fact that he wasn't very good in his later half of his career. Jonathan Papelbon just wasn't very good towards the end of his career. He had a really high, but also a really low. Like since he was traded away from the Red Sox, he was pretty good. I lied. He still had a 150 ERA plus, a FIP of 311, a total ERA of 261. He had 149 saves. What was his career total in saves? He almost made it to 400. I'm honestly surprised he got dropped. Appreciate it, Shooter. Thank you. What do you think the best midseason trade from the Red Sox? I don't think we're going to see any big ones. I think what we'll see in terms of midseason trade is wants me to get up and sing and dance. I'm good. Yeah, in terms of midseason trades, I don't think we're seeing anything crazy. I think we're just going to see like maybe we'll sell off one or two pieces. Shooter, what are you talking about? He can't play. Jansen staying. Martin maybe. What do you mean Verdugo can't play right field? What are you talking about? He's not good enough in right field. He's currently better. Currently only 19% of Major League Baseball is better on the field than he is. He's 81st percentile and outs above average. 81st percentile. Then let's look at defensive run saves. A small sample. It's been half the year. What else do you need? He has 8 defensive runs saved right now. Look at his career in the outfield. Let's see. Last year he wasn't great in right field. The year before that, he was above average in right field. The year before that, he was average in right field. In LA, he was above average in right field. There's been literally one singular year where he hasn't been outfield, where he hasn't been average or above average. One singular year. Next question. I think Verdugo has played a really good right field this year. And he's played outfield well his entire season. It's not pouring anymore, Pac-Man. I'm sorry. They're starting soon. Yeah, Verdugo's certainly not a guy you're going to think about trading. Some rental to save money. Again, but like there's no need to try and save money this year. Refsteiner's not worth trading now. I think when you're looking like again, I've explained this a couple of times, but I think I think a lot of people are expecting this to be a fire sale. And it just simply, even if they're down a ton, it's just not going to be. You may see a couple of different trades, maybe one or two rentals get put off. Maybe they try and get something, right? But at the same time too, you are already under the luxury tax. You already have a sort of core built within your minor league system. But it doesn't need to be, Shooter. There's no reason for it to be, right? You have no real reason for it to be. You don't even need to pretend to. You don't even need to pretend to contend. You don't have to contend. But you don't need to sell everyone off. You don't need to sell off Kenley. He's on a 3-year deal. You don't really need to sell off Martin. He's on a 2-year deal. Justin Turner's a player option that he's going to take, so he's on a 2-year deal. The only realistic, legitimate 1-year contract is James Paxton and Corey Kluber. And you're not going to get much for either one of them. I understand James Paxton's been pitching really well, but in the last 2 years, he has 5 starts. But even if they don't have a fire sale, they could still go big over the next couple of years because they were under the luxury tax. That's what I'm trying to say. Right? Either way, you're not going to see a fire sale and you're not going to see them go big. It's going to be another one of those years where they don't do much at the deadline because they don't need to. And so they aren't going to. Again, the only guy I legitimately see as if they are going to sell at the deadline as a legitimate sale piece is James Paxton. Yeah, there really aren't great free agents next year. No, you cannot play Soto in center field. Maybe Adam Duvall too. If they're going to be in true sell mode, I would go Paxton, Duvall. Outside of that, there's not really anyone worth trading. Especially if your goal is to legitimately be competitive 2024 and beyond. Right? You have pieces on the team like Kenley, like Chris Martin, like Justin Turner who can help you do that. Then they're certainly not going to trade Schreiber, who has been valuable with you for 2 years and is extremely cheap. Now, a fire sale means legitimately getting rid of anybody that you can get rid of, and that's just not what they're going to do. What you're legitimately going to see is you're going to see pretty much exactly. I don't even think exactly what we saw last year. I think we're going to see less. I don't think we're going to see anyone really brought in. But I think we are going to see, 1 or 2 of these guys get traded for some minor leaguers. That's it. Kike is probably gone. At the deadline, I don't think so. I just don't think you re-sign him. Like, what are you going to do trade Kike for? AAA reliever that has spent 2 weeks in the big leagues and he has a 12 ERA at the big league level. That's probably what your limit is, right? Maybe a singular quad A reliever. It's kind of it. Unless you package him with someone huge, just so they could eat the $10 million. Right? It's going to be it's not going to be exciting deadline. It's going to be exactly what this team is right now, which is a middle of the road. It's going to be a middle of the road deadline too. But why do they need the salary dump? He's not signed to a contract next year. You're under the luxury tax. You're not going to add at the deadline. So what's the need for the salary dump? Eric. Right? I mean, you don't need the salary dump. Who could play shortstop? We need an influx, but we don't need the influx of prospects, right? because you're about to get an influx of prospects. Next year, when you're looking at the prospects of the Red Sox, right, you've got Tristan Casas, who's going to be going into his second year. You've got Jaron Duran, who's starting to figure it out at the major league level. You got Joshua Winkowski. You got John Schreiber, who are both young and excitable in the bullpen. You got Cutter Crawford. You got You got Cutter Crawford. You got Tanner Houck. You got Garrett Whitlock. You got Brian Bayo, all fighting for a spot in the rotation. Those are all young pieces, right? And then on top of that, you're going to be adding in guys like Manuel Valdez, like Wilyer Abreu, like David Hamilton, possibly. You're going to be talking about guys like Ceddanne Rafaela coming up next year. You'll be talking about guys like Marcelo Meyer towards the end of next year. You'll be talking about guys like Nick York towards the end of next year. You'll be talking about guys like Blaze Jordan by the end of the year, right? Valdez doesn't suck. The potential is there. He just needs to get used to it. Okay, Shooter, come on, dude. What are you talking about? (9:10) confirmed start time. Yep. Red Sox need a shortstop and a second baseman. They got him. But what do you? I mean, what are you expecting to get from selling at the deadline here? Right? If you're talking about all these prospects being terrible, who are you going to trade to get a top prospect that is ready to go next year? Wilyer Abreu, what are you talking about, can't field? Yes, he can. He was making insane plays. He's a great defender in the outfield. In fact, he's one of our best outfield defensive prospects. Shortstop in August. Right? And all these guys don't need to be major contributors. No, your exact words were, we need an influx. We need an influx of prospects. We're about to get an influx of prospects. We already have them in the system. Now, the only reason he had a noodle arm was because of his injury. I'll probably just still stay till 10, Pac-Man. Meyer will play. Meyer will play shortstop. Our pitching sucks, but again, our pitching sucks right now because of either bad contracts with older veterans, and that's kind of it, right? I mean, think about our last couple of starts here. Nick Pivetta, Tanner Houck, Garrett Whitlock, Brian Bayo are all Whitlock and Bayo specifically. Bayo, I think, is a top of the rotation type guy. And then you're talking about Whitlock, who could be a middle of the rotation type guy. So fill it out. Our pitching in the farm sucks. You came in too late, Shooter. I'm not going to go through the list of pitching prospects again. But I mean, the pitching prospects are probably a couple years away. Who's my favorite pitcher on the Red Sox of all time, or just right now? All time, probably Pedro. Yeah, and on top of that too, prospects are such a mystery, right? Like time. We need more chances to hit. You can only have so many prospects in a system before you have to trade prospects to get other prospects. So. Church, dude, he's not pinching pennies. That's such a like if you're gonna criticize Heim Bloom, there's so many other things you can criticize him for other than he just pinches pennies, right? Because that's not what he does. He gave out a $90 million contract, almost a $100 million contract to a dude who'd never been in the league before, who is now in second place for the AL Rookie of the Year voting. In his tenure, he's given out a $300 million contract, the biggest contract in Red Sox history. He paid the most money for a closer in all of Major League Baseball, right? The pinching pennies is such a ridiculous argument. Like you would talk about, there are Heim Bloom mistakes that you could focus on instead of just saying he's pinching pennies. Right? You talk about the fact that he didn't get under the luxury tax last deadline. You talk about the fact that going into 2021, you didn't fix first base, you didn't fix the bullpen. Or I'm sorry, 2022. You could talk about going into 2023, how you probably should have shored up the rotation, you didn't. Jay, there are so many. Yeah, no, I agree with that, Shooter, 100%. I was saying going into 2022, when you're talking about what Heim Bloom has done and what Heim Bloom hasn't done, right? The spending money part makes no sense to me. Thanks, Gusto. I'm here. Game just started. We'll probably watch a couple innings together, chat. I'll probably kick out around 9:45. I want to fire Bloom? I don't want to fire Bloom, no. To be honest with you. That's the other thing too, shooters, is like expecting the Red Sox to do anything else but have the exact same person come in and replace them. That's just not going to happen. Right, shoot. I completely agree with you, Shooter. Like that's exactly how it's gonna go. Do I play MLB The Show at all? Yeah, I play way too much MLB The Show. I agree with that too, Shooter. Whitlock, Hayes Jones. Yep, one out, top of the first, chat. Yeah. Yes, Trevor Story plays short. I'm doing Conquest on the show right now. I can get a lot of packs to open. Yeah, I need to do Team Affinity too. No, I don't worry about Trevor Story offensively at all. I really don't worry about him. March to October. I'll look into it. Gun down at the plate. The problem with saying Rafi's discipline is bad, it's been the exact same his entire career. It's just the balls aren't landing right now. That's it. Like his strikeout rate's pretty much the same it's been his entire career. His walk rate's pretty much the same it's been his entire career. Those those City Connect jerseys or tank tops look so ridiculous over everyone's rain gear. They look so ridiculous. Man, Garrett Whitlock figuring out his sweeper is huge. Absolutely massive. Unassisted triple play I know is John Valentine. Valentine? I don't know. Does it say Kike on the back? Do you think Henry will sell a team in the next 2 years? No. That would be insane. Shooter. Yeah, there was that bad Verdugo fielding. How much would you want for it? Does anyone have any like Red Sox giveaway items? Does anyone have that Pedro Martinez shirt? No, I'm not gonna give you the Masataka Yoshida one. Favorite road stadium to watch the Red Sox at? I would go. I like the Atlanta Braves Stadium. Truist, is that what it's called? Truist Field. I like. PNC was good. Citizens Bank was cool. Worst place to watch a game? Tropicana, yeah. Listing it as an auction. $15, I'll take it. Pac-Man. What's up, Dennis? Camden Yards. I liked going to Camden Yards. You have to smell the Phillies fans. Who do you think was the best skipper for the Red Sox? I don't know. I honestly don't know enough about managerial history to answer that question intelligently. Nesson sometimes is the worst. I better see 15 runs. Yeah, Rob Refsnyder's the man. I do love playing Rob. Do love watching Rob Refsnyder play. I mean, this guy is literally one of, if not the worst pitcher in Major League Baseball right now. Seriously? Yeah. He really is the definition of a true professional baseball player. So is Justin Turner. So is Christian Arroyo. No. Please do not re-sign Jackie Bradley Jr. Rob Refsnyder was stolen base, too. Let's get something going here. Appreciate it, Pac-Man. I'm in. That's interesting, Warrior. I like JT at the 3-hole, man. Yeah, Turner's playing third tonight. I know. I need to get up to the Portland games. I'll probably go see one this summer at some point. Chad, this is probably going to really annoy you audio-wise, but I got to pick this brown paper bag up and put it up. Hold on. Sorry. Ugh. Again, I will be so mad if they can't get something going against him. Verdugo in the 3-hole. Let's see how this works out, chat. Millar's all right in the booth. I don't love him. Yeah, I agree with that. It does need to be Lou Merloni full time. Although I do like Kevin Youkilis, just not with Dave O'Brien. I also, last night, what I loved about the broadcast was Dave O'Brien would say something, and then you and Lou Merloni, or I'm sorry, Millar and Lou Merloni just would completely ignore and have their own conversation. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate Millar in the booth. I like his stories. I love Merloni and Millar together. Oh, that might have gotten him. Oh, that was close. That was the game. Well, you've given up for the season. No. Dave O'Brien doesn't need to be funny. Because he's only playing against lefties. Rob's only playing against lefties. That's why. I don't even know if I remember that, Tom. Thank you, Alex Verdugo. This is the first time we've run the first inning since Cincinnati, or since the Tampa Bay series. Oh my God, this guy. I forgot about this guy completely, Tom. I totally forgot about this guy. How long was he with the Red Sox? Oh, not a good person. Whoa, not a good person. Did not realize that. But I totally forgot about that guy. This is Duvall's. This is Duvall's comeback game right here. Man, this guy, Steve Lyons, not a good. That is hilarious. Hold on, chat. I'm trying to change the score bug. There we go. You'll sell me a Sea Dogs bobblehead? I'm good. I'll double or nothing, Mike. It's Sandoval. It's not close, Pac-Man. Brutal, Mac. All right, never mind. This is the game he gets his groove back, though. This is it right here. Who's winning the League World Series? I have no idea. Rusney Castillo's up there. Carl Crawford's up there. No, Sale's not the worst contract, I don't think. It's definitely up there at some point. But I still think Pablo's is worse. I still think Carl Crawford's is worse. I definitely think Rusney Castillo's worse. No, Parker, I can't legally show you guys the actual game. I mean, $60 million to literally not play in the big leagues. David Price's contract wasn't great. You know, I think I take David Price's. I think I take David Price's contract because we won a World Series. If they didn't win a World Series, I think that would be up there. "2004 Red Sox nicknames." All right, what's the question? True, Tom, but I think the big difference between Chris Sale and David Price's injury contract is the fact that Price won a World Series while under that contract, and Chris Sale got the contract after the World Series. Which again, listen, I love Chris Sale. I'm not putting his contract in the top 3 worst of all time. Yeah, and Price's is probably kind of up there. Why Duran walk to the ball? Are you talking about the ball over a year ago? The question's on my Discord. Okay, chat. Help me out here. In 2004, what Red Sox pitcher was nicknamed the White Flag? All right, so there are 2 ways I can go about this. What's up, Wonder? No cheating from the audience. I was hoping to get some cheating from the audience. All right, let me think. Pitcher named the White Flag in 2004. Duvall's on a 1-year deal. I'm not sure they bring him back, Dan. That's the biggest part of that. Meyer won't be a shortstop in 2024. Okay, chat. White Flag 2004 pitcher. Okay, so I have two lines of thinking here. Either it's white flag for the other team or white flag for our team. And you know what? I was so young in 2004. Like nicknames, I didn't know a single nickname. um, I was what, 6? I can barely remember what I was like at 18 years old, let alone 6. Thanks for stopping by, Gary. How's the game going? Just finished the bottom of the first. It is the top of the second, 1-0 Sox. Hi, Megan. I know it's a Red Sox pitcher. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna guess Derek Lowe. Is it Derek Lowe? That's my final answer. Yeah, I'm not very good nickname wise. Greg Maddux. Wrong. Who was it? It was Mike Timlin. Ugh. Hate to hear it. Hate to hear it. What's up, Bo Sox? I really thought I had it. Derek Lowe seemed like a really solid guess. Well, win some, lose most. Beautiful, Turner. Making up for it. $2021 Red Sox or 2023 Red Sox? 2021 Red Sox. Just because I don't remember. $1.99 from Jake. Jake says, going to the Sox-Yankees game on Saturday. So excited. That should be awesome, Jake. First of all, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate you. Can we get some claps in the chat for Jake, please? As for going to the Red Sox-Yankees game, that is awesome. Let me see. Who are you going to see Saturday? Bayo? That could be really cool. I've only seen Bayo once, so that'll be fun. Because you get Houck on Friday, Bayo Saturday. Yeah. Nice. That'll be a good time. Is this your first Red Sox game of the year? Yeah, I couldn't imagine, Shooter. The only thing I really remember from 2004 is like the World Series itself and like some of the like parts of the Yankee games. Like obviously I know all the stories and everything, but the only thing I really remember is just like the World Series. You're 9-0 at Fenway? Jake, we might need you for the entire Yankees series. We might need you. That is awesome, Johnny. That's awesome, Pac-Man. Damon was your guy? Yeah. I mean, at 6 years old, my favorite player was David Ortiz because he just smacked home runs. Nomar's last games, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely remember 2007 way better than I remembered everything else. You're 1-0 at Yankee Stadium. Well, keep going to Yankee games and maybe the Red Sox will win. Remember Manny's last game? I think so. Obviously, I remember Poppy's last game. I was there when. I remember I was there when David Ortiz hit his 497 home run. I almost caught a foul ball that day. I was pumped. It was a David Ortiz foul ball. I was pumped. I was so close. I just couldn't get it. You were 28-6? Ooh. 2018 Red Sox or 2016 or 2008 Red Sox or 2016 Red Sox? 2008 Red Sox were really good too. I had a 2008 Red Sox poster on my wall for a while. Oh yeah, I was at that game too, Johnny. I've been pretty good this year with Red Sox games. I've seen 2 walk-offs. I saw that Reds game when they came back late, and then I've been to 1 loss. I'm 3-1 this year. That'll be cool, Pac man. That'll be a nice trip too. Man, come on. Prodigy, buddy, you might have to stop going to games. You say your couch on fire, Jay? What are you doing? Favorite player of all time? I've always said Kevin Youkilis has been my favorite player of all time. Todd Helton would have been kind of cool, low key. Even if we lost, Mike Lowe was one of my favorite players too. But even if we lost him, I would have been pumped to get Todd Helton. Jeez, that is a wild game. You going to your first live Red Sox game in August? That'll be fun. I wonder why they would sit Costas last night but play him tonight. It's interesting. Wait, is Gomber a righty? No, Gomber's a lefty. Ted Williams. I mean, Ted Williams is one of my favorite historical figures of all time. But if we're talking people I've seen, who is sleepy? Why do you keep saying that, Akiko? I was at 497 for Manny. Yeah, Prodigy, you're officially banned, dude. My favorite I saw was Yaz. That's a guy I would have liked to have seen. They were playing a Red Sox Yankees playoff game from like 1970. I want to say 8-ish on the on one of the TVs down on the Yes Network when I was down in Connecticut last weekend, and they had like Jim Rice, Carlton Fisk, Mikey Shremsky. They had a pretty good lineup. I already explained it to you, Peanut. Last try. '07 Red Sox trivia nicknames. Okay. Travis Shaw walk off against the Rangers. Maybe you just need. Maybe you're Travis Shaw's good luck charm. Your dog's name is Fenway Bark. My childhood's dog name was Fenway. You should, Mario. That'll be a good time. What happens when Story comes back? He's gonna. I don't know if they'll actually DH him in July, but it'll be eligible to DH in July, and then um, Tech's a pretty good name for a dog. One thing that was always weird to me is like, I wonder, do players ever think about that? Like they have to, right? They're human beings. Like, do you think they ever think about like, oh man, there are probably some dogs out there named after me. Ronnie Max, the nickname from 2007. I'm so bad with nicknames. Ronnie Mack. It's got to be another bullpen arm. Yeah, Max. There are a lot of dogs named after you. Imagine if someone names a dog after you. Called Corby. Oh, please don't do that. Was it Darnell McDonald? So 2025 will be Marcelo at short and Story at second. Hopefully. Oops. This is now top 3 because the Red Sox did nothing against the worst pitcher in baseball. Who is Ronnie Mack? Can I look at her? I'm not looking at nicknames, I promise. Oh, they're interviewing Story now. Someone tell me what they're saying. I can't listen. Someone tell me what he's saying. Damn it, my headphones aren't in here. Ronnie Mack, huh? Hmm. Oh yeah, he's taking batting practice. Ronnie Mack. It's got to be someone who played a pretty decent amount of games, right? Ronnie Mack. I'm gonna go. Ronnie Mack. I'm not asking the crowd. Don't worry. Uh, J.C. Romero. That's my answer. Yeah, Trevor Story could definitely dunk. Dude, have you seen him jump? Yeah, Mookie played. Mookie was drafted as and played as a second baseman. Anything else? What am I missing, chat? They're talking about his son. Yeah, I just want fun baseball. That's it, Vader. Gets the juices going a little bit. Bobby Kielty. How many games did Bobby Kielty play for the 2007 Red Sox? Dude played 20 games. He had 61 plate appearances. Killing me. Do you just get him out second? Let's go. Connor Wong is so good. I am all in on Connor Wong. Said the Yankees are so good. The Yankees aren't bad. They just rely on Aaron Judge. That's it. Cody Ross. Yeah, I always get him confused. I always get the David Ross and Cody Ross confused. But yeah, I liked Cody Ross. See you later, Logan. Thanks for coming by. Man, Mike, those were some tough trivia questions. That a baby Whitlock. All right, chat. We'll probably stay through the third inning, and then I will call it quits here. We've been live for 3 hours. 1-2 count, Corbin. No more nicknames. Last questions. Last Red Sox player to hit a cycle. That has to be. Now I'm second guessing myself. It has to be Brock Holt in the postseason. It has to be. It's final answer. I said it before I saw this, by the way. I'm just delayed. I promise. I was delayed because we had a later start time. Which, by the way, chat, I've had no problems with connection issues when I up my latency, and this is going to come in a little bit. What I'm saying right now is going to come to you in about 8 seconds. But it helps. So, is it Brock Holt? So, actually, my question for you guys is, would you rather have the random spots of lag, or would you rather have 8-second delays? How do you feel with the Mookie trade now, with how Doogie and Wong are doing right now? I don't hate the trade as much as I once did. I still don't think you were ever going to fully win that trade. But because you dumped David Price's contract too as well, yeah, it's looking better for sure. It's looking better for sure. That is pretty impressive, Vader. Mine was in 2000. I think we figured this out, didn't we? 2008. Why does every single outfielder become prime Willie Mays? Why? How is that possible? I mean, you got to be kidding me. I said Brock Holt. Yeah, because everyone thought he would leave. I mean, it's insane. You don't need to give me the relic card. Can't tell, it'll reveal my age. I mean, come on. How is it possible that the Rockies have made like 5 diving catches this series? The Rockies have some of the worst in baseball. This is killing me, chat. Again, chat, this will probably be the last inning that we watch together. I'm going to hop off. It's been about 3 hours of live stream with the delay. Stay one more inning. All right, we'll do one more inning. What are my top 2 Red Sox All-Star Game pick? Probably Rafi and Massa. Those are really probably the only 2 that have a chance. Even though Verdugo does deserve it, I think Connor Juan deserves to be in that conversation as well. Oh, yeah, Mike, that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll send it to you once I get the full address. All right, chat. I will stay through the top. I appreciate you, KG. Thank you. I will stay until the top of the 4th is finished. So one more half inning. Because I do have to do some moving stuff tonight before I go to bed. And I got to get up early and do your series recap. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, chat, what the deadline coverage is going to look like. Appreciate it, Rusties. But anyways, chat, what I was trying to say was the move is on the 15th and the deadline is on the 30th. So I don't know if I'll be fully. I'm hoping to be fully set up as fast as I can. What's going to be really interesting is the All-Star game and the draft is right before that. Please don't bring back Benintendi. Do the Sox make the playoffs this year? I don't want to say no, chat. So I'm just not going to say anything. Are you going to stream during the All-Star game like we did last year? Yeah, I don't know. What day is the All-Star game? Is it the 11th, I think, right? Oh, yeah, Mike, I'll send it to you after I get off stream. I think it's the 11th, right? It is the 11th. Yeah, it might be a little bit difficult for me to do that just based on when I'm moving. But if I can, I will, yeah. But I'm not going to commit to it because I don't know. They're certainly not going to do that, Pac-Man. They will not have 90-plus losses. Why no Benintendi? I mean, he's been worse than Alex Verdugo this year. He's definitely been worse than Masataka Yoshida. And he's been worse than Jarren Duran. They're definitely not going to re-sign JBJ. Hey, Corbin, what's your second favorite sport? Probably basketball. I watched all the playoffs. Yeah, Prodigy, that would be fantastic. The only difference between the 2021 Braves and what we're dealing with now is our competition's way harder in terms of our division. But Benny hits bombs at Fenway. I love Benintendi. He wouldn't help this team right now. This little kid dancing behind home. Like, I always wonder this. Like, when you see people behind home plate being like, you know, I wonder if it distracts the pitcher. Like, honestly, does it distract the pitcher? It would distract the hell out of me, I'll tell you that much for sure. Any idea why the team isn't hitting? They just lost the ability with that big hit. The approach is still the same. They're still longer at bats. You're still making decent contact. You're just not getting that big hit. And how do you change that? I don't know. That's not really a coaching philosophy thing. That's just a you simply have to be better type thing. Yeah, that's true, Prodigy. But I mean, they're still human beings, right? I don't know. It would distract me. Yeah, I don't think Matt Chapman won't make a ton of money. He'll make decent money, but he's not going to make a ton of money. I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up back with the Blue Jays. Oof, that was almost taken real far. Am I going to any Red Sox games? I don't have any plans. I probably won't between now and when I move, but after I move, I'll probably go to a couple. Just because, every weekend I'm going to need to be packing and stuff like that. Because I don't really have time during the week. That'll be cool, Pac-Man. All right, chat. All right. 3 hours, 10 o'clock. I know. But I'm going to take off for the evening. Thank you to everyone who donated tonight. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate. And for all you guys who hung out too, because this was a long-ass rain delay. And you guys stuck through, and we had a great therapy session. We had a great ranting session. I think everyone needed this, right? Let's finish up this Colorado Rockies series on a high note. Let's go into the Yankees series on a high note, chat. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, consider doing so. Also, make sure you guys have hit the like button on this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the series recap video as well as in the red seat. And I'm sorry, Two Wheel.